Hi everyone, and welcome to my first video on my new channel Man from Maui. So today we're going to be looking at how to get or retrieve the connection string details from the Appsettings.json in a .NET 6 project. So I'm going to go to File, New, Project, and the project that I'm going to look for, I'm just going to type in MVC. And here we have a bit of a basic template for one, so I'll select that and click on next. I'll just call it app settings and leave the default location, click next. I don't want to configure for HTTPS .NET 6, that's fine, and I click on create. Now that's going to create for me the basic template, and from there I'm going to start adding a connection string which I can then work with. So here we go. Right, so I'll double click on Appsettings.json. Let's open up that file, and once we've done that, I'm going to put a comma because this is a typical JSON formatted file, comma, enter, and then I'm going to paste a connection string in there. This is an example of a SQL Server connection string which I typically use for the SQL Server authentication method. So I have that, I'll save that, and this is now what I'm going to recall a bit later. Let's close this file here. So I'll go to controllers, open up the home controller, and I'm going to use dependency injection here. So I use private read only, and then configuration. Yep, that's it. Okay, and then in the constructor, I mean, with Visual Studio 2022, it picks it up in the kind of intelligence, the artificial intelligence that it uses. So here I'm just going to tab, and so it's now injected it into the constructor. It's now assigned the variable here as well, and the next thing that I'm going to do, I'm now going to use that to call the connection string. So if I type in var constring equals, and then I use underscore configuration dot get connection string, I can now just simply call it. So I'll say, right, I want this label here, so this is the name of my connection string. I'll pass that through here. And now I can just do something like viewBag dot, just to illustrate that I've caught the connection string, I've picked it up. Let's tab on that. I'm going to just simply output it to the screen. So I can save this, go to the views, go to home and index, and then here I'll just put at viewBag.connection string, and that's pretty much it. So the connection string is defined here, it gets picked up from this command here, and then output to the screen when I assign it to the viewBag variable here. So let's run that, and that should literally be it. It should just work first time, he says. And there we go. So the connection string's definitely been picked up and output to the screen. But obviously one thing I would recommend is that you never output the connection string to the screen. But there's also another thing as well. You generally wouldn't call the connection string in the controller unless it's a very, very small basic project. You really want to be putting it into a code behind file, like in the app code folder, or if you have multiple logic layers, then you'd want to be calling it in the data access layer. But yeah, but the scope of this tutorial was just to show you how to very quickly get access to the connection string from the Appsettings.json file. Thank you. Bye.